Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital Recap, April 21. Sasha comes clean. Natalia is fired and Sidwell tries to win Alexis over. Did you spend some time in Port Charles today? If not, here's a fresh General Hospital recap for Monday, April 21. Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, finds Emma Drake, Braden Bruner, laying in a dumpster of trash. Joss finds something to stand on and helps Emma out. The two start talking, and Emma tells Joss that she was always jealous of her when they were kids. She had all the freedom while Emma was just being good. Make sure to check out our next week GH spoilers here. Joss says that she was always jealous of her because she seemed to always have things figured out while she was busy rebelling. Emma then asks how Joss really got into Professor Dalton's, Daniel Goddard, class when there was a wait list of 10 people ahead of her. Joss says that she doesn't know how she got in, but she didn't ask for any special favors. She tells Emma that she knows that it's unfair that she got into the class, but now that she's there, she'll work her ass off. Sasha tells Jason the truth. Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, grills Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson, over whether or not her stash of money came from Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rhoda, and she admits that it did. Jason wants answers, and Sasha explains that Sidwell's violence towards her was provoked by her mother's actions, and that is what she told the ladies at Deception. She didn't think she was putting her friends at risk. She simply told the truth. Jason tells her again that she doesn't need to worry about money. Sasha explains again that she wants to know she can fully take care of her child alone. Jason understands that, but when he asks if she would be awkward with everyone knowing she took money from Sidwell, she asks him not to tell. That shows she's not really comfortable with the transaction that she made with him. Marco explains his Sidwell connection to Lucas. Marco Rios, Adrian Arcando, is glad to see that Lucas Jones, Van Hansis, is willing to meet with him. Lucas wants answers about Marco's father, Sidwell. He explains that he didn't grow up with his dad, but instead reached out to him after his mom rejected him for being gay. Sidwell welcomed him with open arms without judgment and paid for his college and law school. Lucas asks if Sidwell is a criminal, and Marco gives a very lawyerish response about being unaware of any illegal activities. Marco says that he knows there are other parts of his father's life that he knows nothing about, and he is okay with that. The conversation turns light, and Lucas thanks him for answering his questions. Jordan dumps Isaiah, then tells all to Anna. Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, has decided to infiltrate Sidwell's organization, and that means that she is finished with Isaiah Gannon, Sawandi Wilson. He asks her point blank if she is DEA, which Jordan denies. Gannon then runs down the list of reasons why she shouldn't mess with Sidwell on her own. He doesn't understand why she is willing to risk her life, and she responds coldly until Isaiah says goodbye. Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, shows up after he leaves, and Jordan tells her the whole story about Sidwell's offer and basically going undercover to try and bring him down. Anna is glad to hear that they will have Jordan on the inside, but warns her that Sidwell is incredibly dangerous, and if he catches on to her, she will just disappear. Natalia's deception gets her fired. Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, and Brooke Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, are anxious to get answers from Anna about how bad for business Sidwell is. Anna tells them that he hasn't broken any U.S. laws that she can see. She thinks that Sidwell is using deception to make his reputation look good. As Anna leaves, Lucy Coe, Lynn Herring, runs in and tells the women that Natalia Ramirez, Eva LaRue, is Sidwell's ex, which they already know. Lucy is freaked out, and the ladies talk about severing ties with Sidwell over a morals clause. They realize they don't need to like Sidwell to continue working with him. DLQ calls Sonny and asks him to come to the office. They are worried because Natalia has been on the books for a year. As they speak, Natalia walks in and tries to explain that she has had no contact with her ex for decades. Meanwhile, Sonny is trying to prevent Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, from going to lay with him for his heart surgery. She insists that he needs someone with him to help, and he trusts no one more than her. They commiserate over concern for how much Natalia knows before he leaves. Sunny drives to Deception and walks in as Natalia's contract with Deception, as CFO is terminated by Maxie. Natalia pleads her case with Sunny, and he says that he accepts Maxie's decision. Natalia storms out of the office, and Sunny looks concerned. Jason stops in to see Carly, and she wonders why he didn't tell her about Sunny's health. He says that she has the right to have a life outside of Sunny, and he didn't want to ask her to stop her life again, just to come through for Sunny. Carly thanks him for taking her life into consideration, but she says that she wants to go to Lay to support Sunny. They discuss Natalia and agree that they have to assume that she told Sidwell everything that she knows about Sunny. Must read. General Hospital spoilers. Carly furious over Willow's request to Jason. Sidwell tries to gain Alexis' trust. Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grine, takes a call from Sidwell and quickly hangs up before he has a chance to grill her on not hiring his son Marco. So, of course, he shows up at her office. Alexis explains that the fact that he is Marco's father is a big factor in reconsidering hiring him. Alexis worries that Sidwell knew Sunny and Jason were clients and wants Marco to infiltrate their agency. He admits that he wanted his son to move to Port Charles so that they could be closer for the first time in years, but not because of business. Sidwell tells Alexis about his divorce from Natalia years ago and reconnecting with Marco. His emotions have no effect, and Alexis asks him to leave. He refuses to leave without telling her that Marco has never done anything wrong at his command. Back at General Hospital, Marco meets Natalia, and his mother shares that she isn't sure who she is more angry with, his father for blowing up her life, or Sunny for allowing it. Port Charles never rests, and on the April 21 episode of General Hospital, secrets unravel, alliances shift, and more than one resident is left reeling. From Sasha's heartfelt confession to a dramatic exit for Natalia, and a surprise charmer trying to win Alexis over, this episode brought equal parts heat and heart. Sasha's moment of truth, the past meets the present. Sasha Gilmore has carried the weight of the world on her shoulders for far too long. For months, she's danced on the tightrope between recovery and relapse, public persona, and private pain. But this time, she chose the truth over pretense. In a poignant moment that silenced the room, and likely had fans clutching their tissues, Sasha stood in front of a press scrum meant to highlight a deception campaign and instead dropped a bombshell. "Before you believe in my beauty," she said with teary eyes, "you need to know my scars." With every word, she peeled back a layer of the polished image she'd worn for so long, admitting to her past struggles with addiction, the manipulation she endured from Gladys, and the emotional fallout of losing her son Liam. The cameras kept rolling, and the room stayed quiet. No flashbulbs, no gasps, just Sasha, raw and brave. Backstage, Maxie was in shock. Lucy Coe was doing damage control with her eyes alone. But it was Cody who rushed to Sasha's side first, gently squeezing her hand and whispering, "I've never been more proud of you." That simple gesture may have said more than 1,000 red carpet compliments. The fallout? The world now sees Sasha for who she really is, a survivor. And while the future of her deception partnership hangs in the balance, one thing's certain: Sasha Gilmore just became the face of truth in a town built on secrets. Natalia's exit. A diva falls from grace. Meanwhile, over at the Invader, Natalia Rogers Ramirez was living her own public spectacle. Only hers lacked the dignity of Sasha's. The morning started with Natalia strutting into the office in her usual designer heels, ready to drop off Blaze's updated schedule to Alexis. But things took a turn when she overheard Christina Davis Corinthos laughing behind a closed door about her. Suspicious, Natalia burst in, only to find Christina and Blaze having a cozy moment, complete with flirtatious smiles and shared bagels. Natalia didn't take it well. She launched into a tirade, throwing around accusations of professional impropriety and attempting to remind everyone that she was the reason Blaze had a career.